What the fuck are you looking at?
Welcome to a video on how to get good at the hovergoat 3000. Perhaps the best not healer support in the game. Players who are able to buff the correct allies will be able to turn them into absolute fucking killing machines and grant them a free ticket to the top performers. Let's get started. The hovergoat is a support class whose primary consists of a weapon that functions identical to the foot soldier, except weaker in terms of damage output but much more forgiving with little spread. The weapon fires at 550 rounds per minute and has 30 ammo per clip before needing to take a 2.25 second reload. Each shot fired can deal 7 damage for a normal hit and 8.4 damage for a critical hit. However, the weapon is susceptible to damage drop off, with it going down to 4.5 damage for a normal hit and 5.4 damage for a critical hit. The hovergoat is also one of the fastest classes of the zombie faction, with him sharing the same movement speed as both the scientist and imp classes. Hovergoat also has the unique property of being immune to Rose's goatify because he already is a goat. If it wasn't fucking obvious by the name and appearance, the hovergoat's first ability is the damage buff booster beam. This beam functions identical to both the scientist's and sunflower's beams in how it is applied. However, not only does this beam have a longer application range, but also applies a damage buff effect instead of healing them. Any ally that is under the effects of this EpiPen on crack will receive a 30% increase to their damage output from all sources, including abilities, which means that if you hook up to an all-star who just loves to use his imp punt all day long, then you'll be turning those 150 damage explosives into instant kill monsters for anything that isn't a citron or the barbecue tree man. Or alternatively, you can just apply it to some random park ranger at the back and make him think that he's actually contributing to society. Hovergoat's second ability is the tubular turbo. This makes the hovergoat release a cloud of sugar that give both yourself and a single ally a diabetes type so high that it grants a 50% speed increase for the next 7 seconds. Perfect for getting those slow ass engineers to their teleporter, or for if you wish to give an SB enthusiast the ultimate domination experience. Alternatively, it can also be used to escape, for if you wish to not be killed by some EP main who's sniffing his controller for that single Dorito crumb. Finally, we have the mega awesome laser. This shit will initially make you move 60% slower and remove your ability to jump, but in turn, you gain access to a powerful laser for the next several seconds. The laser fires at 400 rounds per minute and lasts for until the ability runs out of stamina. Each shot fired by the laser can deal 11.5 damage for a normal hit and 13.8 damage for a critical hit. However, much like his primary, the laser is susceptible to damage drop off, with it going down to 7.5 for a normal hit and 9 damage for a critical hit. The laser is also extremely accurate and has little recoil, making it perfect for longer range engagements. In terms of strengths, hovergoat as a class excels when you have teammates that are able to take full advantage of the buffs that you can give them, allowing them to become literal killing machines that are absolutely unstoppable. Classes such as all-stars, Z-matches, or pirates will be your primary targets to support with the damage buff beam, and classes like imps, scientists, and SBs will be your primary targets to support with the speed boost. However, hovergoat does not have as much offensive power as other classes, given that his primary is a weaker version of the stock soldiers, meaning that you'll require assistance against beefier opponents. Because of the power that hovergoat can provide to the team, you will also be a higher priority target, so you will have to keep this in mind. Thanks to this guide, you are now the master of making characters more unbalanced than the Dartling Gunner in BTD Battles 2, whilst also being a pussy at the same time. Be sure to come back for the next episode next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.